Getting a home loan does not require you to have absolutely perfect credit. You may be able to have had collections in your past and still get approved for a mortgage. It all depends on the type of debt you have, how much there is, and the type of lender and loan that you're attempting to get. Hi, my name is Parker Couch with Homestar Financial, and in this video we will cover if you can buy or refinance if you've ever had collection accounts in your past. Let's begin by talking about how collections will affect your ability to actually get a mortgage. So, how do collections affect getting a mortgage? Part 1. Mortgage lenders depend heavily on your debt-to-income ratio. One of these ratios deals with your potential housing cost and your gross income each month. Your debt-to-income ratio lets the lenders understand how much you can actually afford, considering the amounts you need to pay to resolve your collection accounts. The other deals with your total debts and payments each month. Now, these monthly debt payments, they include student loan payments, car loans, childcare, child support, and the added mortgage that you're attempting to get. The magic number for most lenders is debt-to-income ratio is a DTI below 43%. Now, let's talk about derogatory or late credit and how it can actually affect your ability to qualify. Part 2, derogatory credit. When determining approval for a mortgage, lenders may cap the amount of derogatory credit that you can have in order to qualify for the loan. This includes items like collections, charge-offs, judgments, and liens. Collections and charge-offs are not usually figured into your DTI unless you're currently making payments on those accounts. So that's important. And then with tax liens and judgments, those are two items that must be satisfied before you can be approved to close on your home loan. Those with tax liens may be able to close if there is a repayment plan set up with 12 months of on-time payments. Next, let's talk about what to do with collection accounts if you have them. We'll begin with new collections. Part 3, what to do with new collections. Before you do anything with any collection accounts, you should always check with your lender. If you're going to pay off any new collection accounts, you want to be sure to get a detailed payment arrangement in writing before paying. The arrangement should detail the total amount you'll be paying, the number of payments you will have to make, when the payments are due, are collection fees or interest added, and what will happen at the end of your payment term. But how about older collection accounts? Part 4, old collections. The first thing you need to do when you see old collections on your credit report is to make sure that you owe the account. If not, you need to send requests to all credit reporting agencies asking them to delete that account. If you've determined that the information on your credit report is actually correct, then it is time to figure out what you'll actually do with the debt. Now, paying off old collections can actually do more damage to your credit score. While it's great to get your credit report cleared out, paying off an old collections account will bring the report current. This can drop your credit score dramatically and affect your ability to get a mortgage with all these collections. The only way paying the account will help is for the collector to remove the collection from your credit history. This is called, most important part of the video, pay for delete. And understand that all lenders allow a certain amount that may be in collections for a borrower. It may be better to just keep your current accounts current with balances below that 30% of their maximum. You got to check your local statute of limitations. And collections that are 12 months or older do not affect your credit score. Check with your state to check the statute of limitations on debt collection. Usually this is 3 to 6 years, depending on the state you're in. Next, don't reactivate the account. Having collections on your credit score can do great damage, but the effect that collections have on your credit score diminishes over time. When you start paying off these old debts, you bring the account to the forefront again. So it's a newer derogatory account. If you have student loan collections, you'll want to check with your lender to see if you can even qualify for a mortgage. Those are a little bit more serious, and defaulting on a student loan that can put a hold on your dream of homeownership. Federal student loan debt is not dischargeable and it does not have a statute of limitations. FHA mortgage loans will certainly not be approved for anyone with defaulted student loan debt. So if you've defaulted, there are options to get back on track. Now these can include loan rehabilitation, loan consolidation, and loan repayment in full. But how about medical collections? This is my favorite hack of the entire video. With medical accounts, credit bureaus must remove paid accounts from your credit report within 45 days. So negotiate with these collection agencies in writing and wait for a signed agreement before paying that account. It's like an easy pay for delete. Getting a mortgage with collections on your credit report. With the mortgage underwriters, they may not require that all old collections be paid off, but they will most likely require a letter explaining why the accounts are in collections to begin with. That's a fair question. So can you actually buy a house with all of these collections? The ultimate question. So knowing where you stand and getting a handle on your credit report early is vital. Getting a full picture of your credit and create a strategy to make improvements. But know that while challenging, it is possible to be approved for a mortgage with collections on your credit report and to buy a home. The most important thing to do is to know what is on your credit report and create a plan. Be sure to get your questions answered by a licensed mortgage professional. Thank you so much for watching. This is Parker Couch with Homestar Financial. If there's anything that I can do to help answer your questions about the topic in this video or anything to do with home ownership, please feel free to call or text me at 770-540-4936. You can also email me at parker.couch@homestarfc.com, or you can visit my website, www.parkercouchmlo.com. Thanks for watching.